good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the afternoon show of BCB Live. This is the producer here with you guys here on the afternoon show. It is Thankful Thursday, so I just want to start off by saying thank you all for what you do. You guys continue to make it happen out there on the road every single day. And with 65 days of no preventable accidents and 6 days of getting out and look, we are continuing those streaks and continuing to make a difference out there every single day on the highways. So kudos to everything that you guys do, and thank you for being the safest station, or the safest fleet, I should say, safest station in the nation. Now, I am joined here by Mr. Drive Safe Dave, who coincidentally showed up in the last 2 minutes. I was not sure. I thought we were going to be doing it the old style, how we used to here in the afternoon, where it was me talking to the camera as we tended to do. But we are joined by the ever-present Drive Safe Dave. And how are you doing this afternoon, Dave?
Man, I'm doing great. And it is Thankful Thursday. It is the day. It is the moment. It is the time of the week in which we step back, step down, take time to make sure we just say thank you. Thank you. That's what we're saying here. We say thank you. We're trying to say thank you. You know, I wish I could say thank you to each of you individually. I could go thank you, 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 thank you. But I would have to continue that on and on and on until I got to each one of you. So I'm just going to do it one huge time and say thank you on this Thankful of Thursdays here at BCB, in which we remember what you do, the miles you run, the road you haul, the way in which you do it, and you do it so well. It is nice to know that we can count on you, and we're going to continue to count on you to go out there and do the hard work and pull the heavy loads and to carry the freight and to see the customers and to deliver to the customers and to see the people that we don't want to meet out on the road and to do the things it is that you do and the way in which you do it. Hey, I just got this for you today. Bam! It's called an applause. And even though I'm the only one doing it, just think of that as thousands of people saying thank you. But I'm going to do it for me personally in my heart. Thank you of most thank yous. How's that? Was that a good Thankful Thursday moment?
I think that was good. I lost track of it halfway through that, but I think it was good.
Where did you lose track? Before the clapping? I'm not sure.
I think it was at the clapping was whenever you lost me.
I just want to make sure everybody knows, I want to make sure everybody sees. Hey, do you do the interview in the afternoon too, or do you do it just in the morning?
We could do it in the afternoon. I will say I have to go pick my dad up from the airport he gets here at 4 o'clock, so I am going to have to leave at my regularly scheduled allotted time today, unfortunately. But we can start doing that.
You want me to just Uber the guy? I'll Uber.
That's a lot of money, and sue me for wanting to see my dad after not seeing him.
No, I didn't say that. I get it. Hey, take the time you have with your family. Take the time that you can, and go spend that time and pick him up. And you know what? Say thank you to him too. It's cool stuff. Believe it or not, dads kind of like it.
No, I know. Yeah.
No. They kind of like it. I'm just saying. So here it is. Dylan, can I just tell you a personal story? And
I'm listening.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm listening.
So my daughter calls me an hour ago, and maybe not even an hour ago, about 45 minutes ago, and says, "Hey, Dad, I have a flat." Okay. Where are you? I said, "You have AAA. However, I don't need you to call. You've always had AAA. Are you on the side of the road? Are you okay?" No. I actually made it. It got flat 1 mile from the house, and I actually just came on in. I said, so instead of going to Firestone, which is, you drove right by it, you went on it and came on to the house. Yes, okay. So that's another lesson in and of itself that we've got to talk to. But I said, okay. So I called, I scheduled, somebody's coming out, you're going to swap out a tire, going to put one on for her, do everything. I said, all you have to do is answer the phone when they call. That's all you have to do. I've taken care of everything. She was like, well, money. I said, no, honey, I've taken care of everything. Just answer the phone when they call. All right. So I hang up from her, and I'm thinking to myself, now, I guess I'm always going to be her dad, right? I am always going to be her dad. But you and I both know what I'm thinking at this moment, right? I am thinking to myself, where is that dude that she's going to marry in about 5 weeks? Why wasn't his be the first phone call? Why wasn't she call that dude first?
And you know, that's a great question. I gotta say, okay, I'll come back with with a personal story of my own, right? So probably it's been 2-3 months now, right? So Chelsea had a light out in the back of her car. Her brake light was out, along with just like the back left light on her car.
I got you.
Yeah. So
brake light out.
Yeah, she had a brake light out, and
Got
so
burnt out bulb.
Yeah, burnt bulb. We've all been there, you know.
It happens.
And so she's like, I don't know how to change this. I'm like, well, that's super easy.
It is super easy.
Super easy. I was like, just give me the make, model of your car. We'll go to O'Reilly's or something.
and I'll pick up.
Yeah, I'll do it right now. So she comes over and we just go to O'Reilly. It takes maybe 10 minutes to change everything out. I just went inside. Most of that was spent trying to figure out where her screwdriver was.
Where's your screwdriver, son?
I was down at her car. I was like, I'm just gonna do this, and she had one in her car. I was like, I'm gonna grab one. I didn't want to go upstairs and grab my tool set if I didn't need to. It's not necessary. So I was like, all right, well, we'll just get the screwdriver.
Okay.
Popped it open. Just put it in, put it out, whatever. Everything was working fine. She was like, you know, I should have done this earlier. And I was like, yep, you know, you could have called your dad too. But I'm glad that you called me instead. So
no, it's good that she called you. But I'll tell you what, I look at it like this, and I explained it, and I've explained it before, especially when it came to him. I told him one time, she said something, or we were sitting there, and he was sitting at the table, and she said, well, Brandon, I told her something that I thought, and she looked at me and she said, well, he says. And I looked at her, I said, I don't care what he says. And he said right there, he didn't pay for your college. He didn't pay for your, he didn't pay for your car. He didn't pay for anything. I don't really care what he says. Now,
well, okay, what was the subject about though? Because payment, depending on what you guys are talking about.
I don't care. I don't really care what he thinks about it. If I have an opinion with her about something, she tried to share his opinion with me. When he's sitting right there, if he wanted to share his opinion, he's more entitled to do so, right? But coming from her, I really don't care what he thinks coming from you. I told her, I said, let me just explain something to you so there's no confusion. Until I give you away, I am the man in your life. I always will be. And I get it, you have a fiance. I get it, you have a boyfriend. I said, and that time she just had a boyfriend. And I said, I get you have a boyfriend. I don't want that much of your time. Don't need it. Don't want it. But... in fact, I'm glad he has most of it. But when it comes down to it, he just lets you know that's what's going on here. And I will tell you, he's going to get a little bit of it today when I get back. He's going to get a little bit of it today. I don't mind taking care of my daughter. I don't mind helping out. I don't mind doing, because I've always done it. In fact, and I did everything, and it was only after I had hung up and stepped away and thought to myself, now wait a minute.
Changing a tire is not too hard. If you have your tire key, not too hard of a thing.
You know what? And I get, but she's always, since the day she drove, she's had her AAA card. That the first day she started driving, I had her at AAA. My wife, first day after the first time we became boyfriend and girl, I put her on my AAA account because she didn't have one. I was like, you don't have AAA? And she was like, no. I said, well, if you're mine, you're going to have a AAA card, and whether it doesn't matter, you're having one, and here it is. It's your card, and you're going to have one. I've had one. I think I've had a AAA card 30 years.
I've never had a AAA card.
Why? What? Okay, and the only reason I say that for them is so that I know that worst case scenario, they got to call AAA, get towed, get pulled, get a tire change, or what have you. Worst case, right? Call and they get somebody come out to them right away in the rain, in the whatever. Doesn't matter. They can be taken care of if they can't reach me, right? If they can't reach me. So it's just kind of an insurance policy. I just believe in it. Old guy stuff, right?
No, I mean, I would like to get AAA. I just have not gotten around to it.
By the way, I'll tell you, believe it or not, there is a lot of discounts you get. Hotels, all kinds of different rental cars, all kinds of AAA discounts you can get over time. And I think a AAA card is only like $45.
It's annual cost of like $164. That's not bad, actually. I
didn't even know.
might,
I've been a member so long, I have no idea what my charge is. You know, it auto renews. Does that make sense? It just auto renews, and I've auto renewed it for so long, I have no idea anymore. But anyway, I digress. It is Thankful Thursday. We are talking about, we've been talking about situational awareness. Will you do me a favor? Will you show a couple of videos we had pulled up earlier this morning so that we can go over them and kind of look at them in regards to situational awareness? This is a video that that we had gotten a while back that we had seen where a driver, it just gets himself into a bad situation quickly and makes it to where, to me, what transpires. So, to me, when you first see the video, you see the disabled vehicle on the side of the road. And what has happened, I believe, is the big rig has allowed the oversized truck to get in his lane to go around the disabled vehicle and then move back over. But I truly believe what transpires here is you lose focus on the road ahead, and you're watching not only the traffic to the left, but you're making sure that that OD load is not in your lane or causing any problems. And the next thing you know, you're up on a vehicle in your lane. Kind of a crazy scenario, but just understanding what's going on there, I truly believe that right there in and of itself is a situation in which you've just got to know what's going on in the big picture. And if you have to move over sooner, I get it. There's a lot of things there that make it difficult to do what you kind of want to do, but there you have it. And you're in a 4-lane highway. Whenever you're on a 4-lane or 8-lane highway, excuse me, this is an 8-lane highway. And to me, whenever you're on an 8-lane highway, got to have a heightened sense of awareness of your surroundings, because you're in a metropolitan area. Here you're on a 6-lane highway. The driver identifies a slower moving vehicle in the right-hand lane, waits for the car to pass, sees that it is clear and well out, adjusts to the road, adjusts to the environment, and goes around and does a great job, man. Great, that right there, textbook performance. Probably needs an award or a bobblehead, a Drive Safe Dave bobblehead on the dash for that right there.
You could not pay me to put a Drive Safe Dave bobblehead on my dash.
I bet I could. I bet there's a dollar amount that you would go.
If you want to find a dollar amount to pay me, then be my guest and I will take your money. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And I'm sure there'll be a Drive Safe Dave bobblehead up there, right?
Probably.
Okay, well then I guess I could pay you. Take your words back, sir.
Hey, okay. Well, whenever you give me a number, we'll have this discussion again.
So we already know what you are. We're just haggling on price, right? Is that what?
Yeah. But in more important news here.
All right.
Here
so we're
we
looking
see
at the
a
video
driver.
here. Here we are once again, 8-lane road, lanes merging, lanes exiting, and we're taking exit lane to drive along this road. And here we are. Boom. What we see, what we have. We have traffic. Little to no shock that this kind of stuff was going to go on. Hey, driver does a great job in making sure he stops in time. Could have slowed down a little bit more prior to that, but reacted well, and in the end almost came to a complete stop, and there's roadway between us and the car in front. So I do like the end result, as always. No collision. That's what we like when we do it. And as we continue to talk about situational awareness, I'm sure Bob and Dale Kellen is going to, I'm trying to think of his nickname, IC Kellen, but I'm just going to say, independent contractor Kellen, I'm just going to say, we're trying to think of a good nickname for Dale. If you think of one, make sure you give us the information at BCB Live at bcbtransport.com. Throw us your suggestions. It may just be the winning one. Hey, do we have a dollar amount for that? Or we haven't come out with a true dollar amount? Well, when we get with Dale and we get whatever money he's got in his pocket, we can come up with the right name and the right number, and he's willing to sacrifice. We'll make sure that he has he gets the right name for him going forward. All right, everybody, it is time to, we don't do phrase that pays to us today, right? All right, no phrase that pays, but we all know it, right? We've heard it all week, and we're ready for tomorrow. The dollar amounts for tomorrow, we're starting over in the mornings, right, at 100, and we go to 400 on the afternoon show. Is that correct? I believe that is correct. So there's some big money giveaways tomorrow. And by the way, if you can't use $100, Dylan, just tell me right now. Just say, no.
If I can't use $100?
Yeah, if $100 was available to you, Is that a good number?
Oh, I could use like $5 if you've got like a dollar
so-
in your back pocket. I could probably
all
use
right.
that
So
too.
the Drive Safe Day bobblehead for the 100. I was thinking around the $100 number, but
If you gave me $150, I would put that I would tape that bobblehead to my dash.
That's good stuff. And you know what? That might be something that happens in the future.
If you can supply the bobblehead and the $150, I'll do that.
You know what?
I'll go,
that might be a goal of mine that's going to take place. All right, hey everybody. As soon as we get back, we're going to see what's going on with the safety crew.
Good morning and welcome to Rapid Fire. Today we are joined by the infamous Shapiro. So we're going to jump right in.
Help me, please.
What's your favorite junk food?
Peanut M&Ms.
Say a word in Spanish.
Hola.
How many hours of sleep do you need?
Do I need or do I get?
Do you need?
I need like 6 or 7, but I think I get like 4.
There you go. Can you touch your toes without bending your knees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
What's your favorite movie quote?
Oh. I don't know. Let's come back to that one.
Okay. Do you have a favorite hobby?
Yes.
You share?
Yes. I love to fish.
Do you have any nicknames?
Jap.
Back to the movie quote.
I don't have any movie quotes. I don't know any good movie quotes. I'm not like a movie buff. Let me just say like I'll be back.
There you go.
I don't know.
Thank you for joining us.
That was it?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, to the safest fleet in the nation. Coming to you live from the safest studio in the nation, right? Safest show station, that's it. Safest station in the nation. Safest station, Kellen? No, doesn't work.
That one don't work.
No. What was the one that we said this morning that I kind of liked?
Wasn't it safety something Kellen or
Safety selling, Cal.
Safety selling
Kellen? Yeah.
SSK. The SSK.
Yeah,
Aboard the good ship SSK. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome. I'm Buckle Up Bob, and we're still looking at a name for Mr. Kellen, but we will come up with one, and hopefully one of you will come up with the good one, a great one, if you will. But we've been talking all week about just defining on duty as it is in the book, and so today, the 7th paragraph, again, there's 9 paragraphs after the definition of on duty. They give you the kind of the definition, what it means, and then it says on duty time shall include, and they give you 9 paragraphs. Number 7 is all time spent providing a breath sample or urine specimen, including travel time to and from the collection site, in order to comply with the random, reasonable suspicion, post-accident testing, or follow-up testing. And many of you wonder, what's follow-up testing? Every great once in a while, we get a diluted sample, and they require follow-up testing. That usually requires a observed collection on the next one. So you don't get alarmed, and you kind of understand, well, what do you want to do in an observed? Well, it's because something just wasn't quite right. Very seldom, in fact, has it meant a bad test. I've seen it before, and usually the second one is just fine. It's just something didn't register just right in their collection, in their testing, and so they just got to do another one by law. So again, that's not them, that is by law, that, hey, if this isn't right, they go through and they give a second test just for confirmation of the first test is right or wrong. So again, number 7, all the time, to and from and during the testing, you must log it as on duty. And again, don't be concerned if you're out of hours. Again, you cannot drive, so we will have to Uber you, of course, but you cannot drive after your hours, but you can be on duty. So it's just that your break would start when you finish that collection. Once you did the random, let's say, and you got back to, let's say we Ubered you from here, and you got back to here, then you would log off duty in your truck, and that would start your 10-hour break or whatever break you were trying to take. So we are getting ready for some weather, and there's not much to talk about, but we got some weather coming up here. All right. Hey, welcome back for the weather. Man, carbon copy, exactly what we said. We've seen the forecast was for this whole southwest or southeastern region, and then back here in the Rockies a little bit, a little west of the Rockies. and that was the whole area. But we said, just like yesterday, that it was going to be probably spotty, just like it was yesterday. And that's exactly what's going on. You can see all the little dots. There's nothing really forming together. A little bit up here in Montana, eastern Montana maybe, but everywhere else is just these scattered storms. There's a bunch of little scattered storms down here in Corpus Christi area, and in the little tip of I don't even know what they call that tip in Texas, right? I know the Boot Heel is Missouri. I don't know. Do they have a name for the little tornado thing, looking thing down there? But anyway, that's where you can see Galveston Bay there, and so just southwest of that, we got a bunch of little ones, but it doesn't look like anything's forming together. And here, this is what we were talking about. This was the forecast, and you can see all them little scattered showers are all in this area that they've got as the forecast. So our wind gusts, just nothing really to speak of, folks. Let's see what our current winds are up there. So we got a little pocket here in northwestern Wyoming, but it's not even gusting. It's just 25 sustained winds. Montana, there's the 33. So we are looking in the low 30s mile per hour gusts, but the rest of the country looks pretty mild. You don't see a lot of yellow or gold that is really going to be conducive with some of the gusts. However, it is hot. Woo, look at that. Let's see what the current temperatures are. Oh, man. Got a lot of red and orange. This got to be a misprint. How can 59 degrees be right around 100? Triple digits. That's got to be a sight problem there, I would think. But you can see lower 90s, some upper 90s there in Nebraska and the Dakotas. And then we got the triple digits out there in Death Valley, out there by Las Vegas, and down here by West Virginia, Arizona, and South California. But that's really weird that you got some 62 degrees pockets. That can't be. Wow, look at that, right between, sandwiched between some, must be just a little cold pocket of air sitting there that nothing's been touched yet. But you can see a lot of the country in the red. So the temperatures are warming up. Tomorrow in the afternoon, we should see, well, it doesn't look quite as red, does it? So again, a lot of the same. Possibly, oh wait, let's just see what the forecast, there we go. But I see a little bit more yellow that's going on than the red. But again, it's just hot. It's that time of year, it's July. Very amazed that we haven't even scared the triple digits that I know of. I think we had 1 week where we hit some 98s about a month ago maybe, but nothing that has been sustained. Let's look at our wind to see if we got any hurricanes on the horizon. No, you know, the other day we looked at this and it was kind of a lot of red and purple. That's fizzled out. So there's nothing on the horizon as way of hurricanes, it doesn't look like, that they're worried about. So just really some great time for the weather, everybody. So enjoy it, right? Slow down, though, but be cautious. Watch these scattered storms. They're going to be very dangerous when you go in and out of the rain. You're going to get that false sense of, well, now it's dry, I'm good, and then you're right into another one. Could be some slick spots as it mixes with the dirt and the oil. But other than that, it's been pretty good. And so with that, we'll hear a little bit of a word from our HR department.
Good morning. It's Thankful Thursday. And today, just really thankful for another day and for all of our drivers. As always, we really appreciate everything you do and just thankful for your continued safety. Also want to remind everybody that today is the HR segment on the GoToWebinar at 10 a.m. Please tune in. They will be talking about leadership versus management. I think it's a really interesting topic and it should be fun. Please join us again. That's at 10 a.m. today on the GoToWebinar. You can also find us on YouTube. Everyone, please continue wearing your mask, wash your hands, use that antibacterial. Have a great day. Thank you.
Hey, here we are looking at some videos. You know, what I like about this one is our driver got cut short. You know, it's always really frustrating when that happens, but our driver, you know, did a great job, started creating space right away. You know, that speed and space is so important. It takes, it gives you so much more time to react and everything. Our driver does a great job as our, as this pickup cuts us off and lets the other faster four-wheeler go past him. So nice job to our driver. Great job there. because here's another one. We got plenty of space. We're following way back. And because of that, we see something happen way ahead of us. That red car decides, oh, I'm going to take off the exit. Oh, no, I'm not. Now imagine if we'd have been right behind that car. It doesn't allow us to react. And so that's just one of the advantages that really goes to show, situational awareness, staying back, speed and space management. So when, a four-wheeler or somebody else does something crazy, cuts us off or decides not to take the off-ramp, and comes right back out in front of us, we have plenty of space. We don't have to, hard brake, take any evasive action. So great job again, driver. That one we've seen already. Nice. This one here, a lot of debate on this one this morning because we start out really good. We've got great space and speed. But the thing is, I point out, we've got a lot of lanes of traffic, so we know we're in a major metropolitan area. We need to start slowing down. We see, this four-wheeler cut us off, and we don't have a whole lot of space or place to go with it. Now, if we look ahead, this dump truck is probably what, precipitates it, comes over. Now the four-wheeler has to do something. So again, slow down, speed and space, because if everybody's pulling away from us, it's pretty hard for, for bad things to happen. Just goes to show, starts out good, ends up good, no accident or any injury, damage or anything, but it can happen in a blink of eyes. Just goes to show how fast conditions can change. This one here this morning, and really enjoyed listening to the drivers call in and talk through it because, I really didn't do a good job of pointing out, what I said is we're too close. We're only going about 30 miles an hour. But that's only about a second distance between us. And so that's what I was focusing on. And then a couple of drivers called in this morning and said, hey, if you look at this, and I think Bob may have pointed out too, that lane change, of course, we made the lane changes pretty unsafe, but how close was that vehicle that we just went past behind us when we made that lane change? We timed it out this morning. It was only about 4 seconds, so we did not cover a lot of ground. And so, one, we were pretty tight up on the vehicle ahead of us, but we may have cut the vehicle behind us, pretty short too, and not given him much of a reaction. And when we're this far behind, we can't see the big picture. We pull out. If there's something dead in the center lane and we have to stomp on the brakes, that car or that vehicle right behind us has no place to go either. So, speed and space management again, larger distances, even when we're going to pass. Best thing to do in this one probably would have let that other vehicle get ahead of us and then pull out to pass. And so, just got to kind of think it through and look at the whole situation. I think this one is stale green light. Well, this is a, somebody said stale green light Dale. And this is one of them, stale green light. Our driver does a great job. Hats off to this driver because he's slowing down already. Even though the light's green, he's already backed off a little bit, anticipating, hey, it's been green for a while. It could change on me. And sure enough, as he gets into the intersection, it does change on him. So great job to the driver on that one. What do we have?
Yeah, Gerald Baker, what do you got for us?
Hey, Gerald.
Hey, this was for Bob. Sorry, kind of late there, but where was that 59 degrees at that you said was right in there around the 90 degree stuff?
That was in Utah.
Yeah, it looked like in a valley or mountain range where some of the storms were popping up.
Yeah, because I was going to say I've seen it in Flagstaff, Arizona, where there was frost on the ground, and then you get down off the mountain and it's 90 degrees and it's only 40 miles away.
Yep. Good point.
So elevation changes. I mean, 7,000 feet in elevation change is huge.
Yeah. Like I said, they look like, if I remember right, there's some storms going on around there too, and so it might have been the backside of a storm. But yeah, probably a lot to do with the elevation. Good point, Gerald. Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Producer, we got anybody else? Well, it's a thankful Thursday, and I'm thankful to all our drivers out there that are helping our streak to continue. We're at 65 and 6 on the get out and look. Just never forget to get out and look when we're backing in. Thankful that we're all safe. I work for one of the safest fleets in the country, that we have this program to share our safety philosophy with. Everybody out there, be prepared, be safe. Talk to you tomorrow.